Okay, gotcha.
So essentially, I'm sorry, you want to hit when you come with that offer, you want to hit like the what are those called? The pain points. You want to solve her pain points.
That's right. It's like a recap. Like when it comes to the presentation of the offer. So, Daniel, do you have the 10 steps on like saved on your Slack or something? So we could like demonstrate this. Do you have it somewhere? I know I've sent it to you before.
Of course.
Just so you guys could see. Remember, so we follow like a little checklist of the sales process. Right there. Okay, so right now, Daniel has gone through 1 through 5, right? He solved all the deal killers. The transition question and prospect commitment is the part I did. Basically, Daniel, when you get on the phone with her, you have to do 6 through 10.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
Hey, I get the idea here, you know, Susie. Before I get into all the numbers, I've done all my research. I have great news. I could be competitive. I could probably even beat your other offer. Is there any questions you have for me that would you would need to know so that you can make a good decision? It could be a yes or no. It doesn't matter. No is okay, but I want to make sure I do my job and give you all the right information. Right? That's transition question and prospect commitment together.
No, I don't have no question. Okay, prospect commitment. That's also tied into there.
That's right. To give me a yes or a no. To give me a yes or a no.
All right. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. No's okay, by the way. I have to make it okay.
Right.
Then you go into presentation, which is everything you know how to do, which you just did on the phone with us, and it's perfect.
Okay.
I wouldn't change a thing there.
So I gotta, tie this one in better. The transition question, prospect commitment.
That's right.
I think it's way easier for me to say it after, I split the deal, the call into 2. I could just call him back and pick up here in the transition question.
That's right. You can.
Okay. All right.
And that transition question, can you repeat that again?
Daniel, give us an example of a transition question.
Okay, so
for this deal.
Damn it, I blacked out.
Simple. Let's go.
You said if I could. Okay, so you know what, Sally, I crunched my numbers here, and you know what, I have good news. I'm able to stay competitive with those other offers you have. Would you have any questions for me as far as what the next step would be, or how I work in order to get you that deal, that offer?
Yeah, that's fine. Basically, that's right. I would try to add in there. Basically, the goal is, Sally, I want to give you all the information you need to make a good decision for you and your husband. Yes would be great, and we can move forward, and we could talk about what that looks like. And no's okay too. We don't buy everything we see, but I'd like to give you everything you need to make a decision.
Okay.
Is there any questions that you feel normally they'll ask, or do you usually say no, I don't really have any questions?
Marco, what do you think when you ask those transition questions? What kind of questions pop up?
Yeah, usually it's no, I'm just ready for the offer, or a lot of times they'll say, they want to ask a little bit about the company, or something like that, as far as just kind of.
It's like
making sure we're legit. Yeah.
You know what I get a lot? What's the number?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And then
sometimes they'll ask what the next step is too. So if we do come to an agreement on these numbers, what would be the next steps? What happens after this? And I explain, we'll have the agreement. Hopefully we come to terms. It's something that I'd review with you over the phone, and try and get you guys to sign or something like that.
Right. And Daniel, let's say they do ask that. Hey, what's the number? What would your response be?
150. No. Still I would kind of stall it. Tell them, well, you know what, I can go ahead and pay the closing cost. And now that we talked about, tying in the motivation and stuff, I think I have a little bit more leverage.
Well, yeah. So if you do the process, if you do the steps 1 through 5 well, you'll probably get less of that. Hey, what's the number? Because you've already spent some time there. But if you ask that transition question, prospect commitment, and they say, yeah, what's the number? I would just that means that you have not completed 6 and 7 yet. Do you have their commitment if they ask what's the number?
No.
Once you give away the number, you lose all leverage.
Yeah.
You no longer have anything that that they don't have.
So Susie, yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna go over all the numbers right now. Before I do that, is there any questions that you want to hit, so that any information that you need so you can make a decision at the end of the call? No's okay, yes is great. Just repeat it. Basically, if they say what's the number, you haven't completed step 6 and 7.
Right.
Cool, but Daniel, so no, great job with this one. So now are you clear on like what offer to make and what to do to move this deal forward?
Yes.
This is it, man. You had a goal to get one signed today, I think.
That's it, for sure.
I mean, bro, our goal is to make 20, but we could literally pay her asking price and make 15. But I challenge you to get a little bit cheaper. That's how Marco kind of started getting some of these big hits. He just challenged himself to get it under his maximum price.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you did it on these last 2 deals you did, Daniel. So you're kind of on a roll. The last 2 deals you got it at really good numbers. So